Ever bought a cheap home gym piece that seemed like a good deal, only to discover the resistance band snapped or the frame wobbled after a few workouts? That kind of buyer's remorse is why I'm extra cautious when I look at equipment that promises both cardio and strength in a single footprint. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Total Gym Incline Rower tries to be that smarter buy, positioning itself as a space-saving rowing machine that also lets you do a whole suite of strength moves. Let's unpack whether it lives up to the hype or if you'd be better off spending that budget on two separate pieces of gear. First off, the category itself, home rowing machines that double as strength stations, is a niche that attracts people who want a full-body workout but don't have the room for a dedicated treadmill, a separate weight bench, and a conventional rower. The promise is simple. You pull, you push, you lift, all from the same platform. In practice, the biggest question is how well the machine transitions between those modes without compromising on either. The Total Gym Incline Rower tries to address that by offering two levels of resistance, a 400-pound user capacity, and a set of 20 exercises that can be accessed through the included resistance band and the Total Gym TV workout library. Those numbers sound impressive, but the real test is what you experience in a typical morning or evening routine. Setting it up is the first hurdle for most buyers. The frame folds upright, which is a genuine convenience if you live in a one-bedroom apartment or share a garage with a bike. Unfold, lock the legs into place, attach the resistance band, and you're ready to row. The whole process takes about 5 minutes. And because there are no complex cables or hydraulic pistons, you don't need a wrench or a friend to help. That ease of assembly is a clear win over bulkier rowers that arrive in multiple crates and require a dedicated floor space. When I tried the rowing motion, the resistance felt more like a strong rubber band than the flywheel tension you get on a traditional rowing machine. The two resistance levels are basically light and hard, and they're adjusted by swapping out the band for a thicker one. For a beginner who's just learning the rowing technique, the lighter band provides enough drag to feel a workout without straining the joints. However, if you're an intermediate rower who's used to the smooth, progressive feel of a magnetic or water rower, you'll notice a gap. The band's tension spikes at the start of each pull and then eases off, which can feel jerky if you're aiming for a consistent stroke rate. That's where the strength side of the machine shines. The same platform lets you perform incline presses, squats, and even assisted pull-ups using the band for support. Because the carriage slides along a rail, you can shift your center of gravity and target different muscle groups without swapping equipment. One practical scenario I tested was a quick 20-minute circuit, 5 minutes of steady rowing, followed by 3 incline chest presses, a set of band-assisted rows, and a couple of squat variations. The transition took less than a minute, and the whole routine felt cohesive. For busy professionals who need to squeeze a full-body session into a lunch break, that fluidity is a real advantage. Now let's talk about the hidden trade-offs. The band-based resistance means you have to replace or upgrade the band if you want more challenge over time. The included band is rated for the 400-pound capacity, but it will lose elasticity after a few hundred repetitions. That adds a recurring cost that isn't obvious at first glance. Also, because the machine relies on a single rail, the stability is only as good as the floor it sits on. On a hardwood surface, the unit can wobble a bit during intense rowing bursts, so a rubber mat is advisable. That's a subtle extra expense many first-time buyers overlook. Who should consider this rower? If you're a beginner or someone returning to exercise after a break, the combination of low-impact cardio and guided strength moves is a solid entry point. The two resistance levels keep the learning curve gentle, and the Total Gym TV workouts give you a structured plan without hunting for YouTube videos. It also makes sense for families where one person wants a cardio option while another prefers strength work. The same machine can serve both without buying separate gear. The 400-pound capacity means most adults, even larger users, can use it safely. Who might want to skip it? If you're a seasoned rower who competes in indoor rowing or trains for marathon-type endurance, the band resistance won't match the smooth, adjustable load of a high-end magnetic or water rower. The feel is too springy to fine-tune your power output, and you'll likely outgrow the two resistance levels quickly. Similarly, if you're building a home gym with the intention of lifting heavy free weights, the Incline platform can't replace a proper bench or a power rack. You'll still need dedicated strength equipment for maximal loads.